Ghana has the benefit of many decades of failure and some successes in other countries with respect to their oil boom. International oil expert Robert McNally pointed to Venezuela, Botswana, Norway, the United States of America, and others, all countries with varying experiences.
Secondly, there are a lot of international organizations and a lot of folks around the world who also have seen the failure of some petrostates and don't want to see Guyana repeat that and are helping Guyana.
Even in the midst of a political season, McNally said both leading parties seem to have generally a similar productive and progressive attitude about how to handle the oil wealth.
The things that are being put in place, the Sovereign Wealth Fund, the general approaches that we've seen from political leadership across the spectrum makes me optimistic. Guyanese leaders and businesses are aware of the dangers and are putting in place the mechanisms for a more successful experience.
Meanwhile, the international oil expert reminded that heavier the oil, the lesser the value. Additionally, the less sulfur, the higher the value. He pointed to Venezuela, where even though there are enormous reserves, that country has a mostly heavy oil. However, in Guyana's case, the crude is much different.
Whereas Liza 1 is simply operating very simple wells, very elaborate and expensive wells. But the oil just comes out of the ground, it goes on a ship and gets loaded and leaves very easily. So that also can determine the price of a crude.
It was stated that Guyana is enormously fortunate.
So if I'm a refiner, I don't have to put the Guyanese crude through a very expensive piece of equipment to desulfurize it. That means the value that Guyana can capture from its crude will be higher relative to other crude oils.
McNally was at the time speaking to reporters at the Center for Local Business Development. Handel Duncan, HGP Nightly News.